Party delegates waving flags, rapid shots of Kamala Harris, Gavin Newsom, Gretchen, Whitmer, and DNC floor. With President Joe Biden officially out of the 2024 race, the Democratic Party is entering uncharted waters, scrambling to select a new nominee just weeks before their national convention. Democrats in limbo, who will lead the ticket? And now three names are rising above the rest: Vice President Kamala Harris, California Governor Gavin Newsom, and Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Kamala Harris, the incumbent advantage. Harris meeting with voters, addressing campaign rallies, shaking hands. Kamala Harris holds the most obvious edge. As sitting vice president, she is already a heartbeat from the presidency, and she is inherit much of Biden's campaign infrastructure. Harris is speaking at the podium, "We are ready to move this nation forward." Sources say Harris has President Biden's full endorsement, and key party figures including Representative Jim Clyburn and several members of the Congressional Black Caucus have already thrown their support behind her. Early delegate counts showing Harris in her lead. But while Harris commands name recognition and loyalty from parts of the base, concerns remain over her low favorability ratings and past debate performance. Newsom and Whitmer, the contenders. Gavin Newsom touring a homeless shelter, Whitmer speaking at a union rally. Enter Gavin Newsom and Gretchen Whitmer, two governors with national profiles and strong fundraising networks. Confident tone, discussion, and Democratic need both unpredictable, unapologetic leadership. Newsom has built a reputation as a polished media communicator and cultural war combatant, but critics question whether a white male candidate can energize the same coalition Biden built in 2022. "We have protected rights in Michigan and we can do it for America." Whitmer, on the other hand, brings Midwest appeal and a touch record on reproductive rights, but she lacks the national exposure of her rivals. Harris 41%, Newsom 26%, Whitmer 19%, and undecided percent 14%. The convention conundrum. Chicago skyline preparation at the DNC Convention Center. The Democratic National Convention kicks off August 19 in Chicago, and the path forward is still up for debate. Anchors say that there is growing pressure to unite behind Harris, but others want to fully open vote. Some Democrats argue that uniting quickly behind Harris is essential to avoid costs, keep Trump off message, and retain Biden's voter coalition. But others are calling for an open convention where multiple candidates can compete on the floor, and receiving process not seen since the 20th century. This could be a once-in-a-generation moment to define the party. Still, the risk is real. A messy, divided convention could hurt Democrats in November and give Trump a clear path to victory. What's next? Campaign staffers, volunteers knocking on doors, delegates organization. With the clock ticking, party leaders are racing to shape the future of the ticket, balancing experience, electability, and political identity. Timeline to convention and final decision expected by August 18th. Will Democrats rally behind Kamala Harris and make history? Or will the party gamble on a new face in hopes of redefining their vision or America? 2024, a new chapter begins. One thing is clear, the Democratic Party is not just picking a candidate, it's deciding what kind of a future it wants to fight for. For continuing coverage of 2024 race, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. More updates coming daily.